just put my own twist. So up front, like pretty much just 3 different sections. I got one big part up here, a deck. This is the hatch right here, like a lid. The middle piece sits down in here, so the middle's not decked out, but it's also got some plywood and carpet here in the bottom. The back's decked out all the way around. I got a hinge that flips up, put a battery in there, and a battery up front. My goal is to just keep this a 12-volt system boat. 1 battery in the front, 1 battery in the back, even distribution. I'm gonna run a foot controlled up front and just a regular old, you know, hand one on the back. So pretty much the only thing I'm lacking now is to get the trolling motor, get it put on, and take it out for its maiden voyage, you know? So right here, I just used some joist hangers here, put me 2 support bars. I think these were 2-inch self-tapping screws, big ones that I went through there. Decked it out. Now the thing is, measurements really come into play. You'll see when we throw the wood on top of this, but it does matter because my lid sits perfectly right here. I tried to not use as many 2x4s as I would have to because I'm trying to keep the weight down. Like you could have went like 1, 2, 3, 4, but I figured 2 was good, so I went with that. Back here in the back, the only thing I did different is I didn't run me a 2x4 across here. I figured this was enough small distance, you don't need to support it that bad, so I just put some self-tapping screws in here, save some weight and everything. But the thing I'll tell you, the trick of the trade is when you go to do this, maybe drill a pilot hole, a small one, or once you start getting these self-tapping screws going in here, you got to take it real slow, because if you hit that metal and keep on going, it's just going to strip it because this is real thin metal. So, and
you also put in a new transom board in there.
Yeah.
The other one's probably rotted, huh?
Yeah, well, I kept the one on the back just because I wanted to have something that was on the original boat, like a little, you know, superstitious thing. You got to always be superstitious. Don't ever, you know what I mean? But when I looked over at Patrick's boat, which y'all are going to be building, I saw that this piece right here was actually factory. See, I didn't know that. So like my also other goal was I didn't want to put any more holes than I had to in the boat. So I went ahead and used the same holes, and I'm pretty sure that this is sturdy enough with these bolts in here to hold it and everything, because like these right here, I used some smaller bolts that only went through the wood and not into the metal, like smaller screws. I had all my screws already at the house. I'm kind of a hoarder. The only thing I had to buy for the boat, it was a completely budget build. I loved it. I got less than $100 in wood. I got about $60 in carpet and glue, $25 in a gallon of the farm paint that you said you used, the oil-based paint, because that's crucial. And I mean, literally, I'm at like, you know, 300 bucks maybe at the most. So, but the other thing is the painting of the paint onto the wood. It does take time. You have to allot a day. You need to paint it, let it dry, flip it over, paint it, let it dry, get you 2 good coats on there. And they say that on the box it says to like fully dry is 24 hours before you recoat it again. So it takes time, but I would do it. Longevity of the boat, hopefully it's gonna last me, so.
That was at the rear one. Obviously this deck's gonna get screwed down, so it's not gonna be so wobbly, it's gonna fit tighter to the frame. But I mean, this is pretty much gonna be a removable front and rear deck, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna use as least screws as I want or need to, but I'm waiting to put my mount up there for the front bow trolling motor, run whatever wires I gotta do. This boat right here, I took it out one time with only a back trolling motor, and it's pretty sturdy. I mean, 2 small people like myself, 150 wet wearing boots, you know what I mean? Like you'd be good, but I don't know. So I think it's gonna be a really good single person boat. Like just one person, if you got time in the afternoons, run out, you know what I mean? Like it's light, you don't have to worry about it. So this right here is called the Bigfoot. Patrick says that you can hook it up front on here, run your wire to the back, and then you can hit this button right here and it automatically turns on the back trolling motor, whatever speed you have it set on. Then I can stand up front, control the front bow, and I've got both of them working while I stay up front. So I think this is gonna be a cool feature. If it works out like it does, we can let you know. So
a couple hinges up there, pulls it open, battery fits good in there.
Yeah, that was some thinking. I ran my 2x4s this way. I guess that's horizontal versus vertical, because I set a battery in here. I wanted the battery to fit inside this lip right here. So my front battery is gonna run right here, and then I got plenty of room for all kinds of life jackets, small cooler possibly, soft-sided, you know, like. I just wanted one hatch, you know, like Red's boat's got all these hatches. I wanted one hatch, just throw stuff, anchor, paddle, you know, the necessities, life jackets, all that. And versus decking out the middle right here, I thought it'd be good to have an open spot to put your tackle bag, you know, like you can still run your rods across the top, but this way you're not fully decked out. But one person back here standing, you got plenty of room to fish for sure. So
back one just sits right up on here for now as well. Got a nice little hatch back here.
Battery goes right down there, you know, if you want to throw anything else. But I wanted to, like I told Red earlier, I wanted to try to utilize as much space as possible. So that's the reason why I went out and made my cuts right here on the angle. So that way I mean, if you got to put a foot right here, you're good. So like, try to get as much out of this little, whatever, 1448.
All right guys, so this is a boat. The only thing I probably would have done different is I would have used a little bit of that oil-based enamel on the frame in there. But other than that, man, it's simple, it's easy, it's gonna, you know, didn't take them much money or time to do. So yeah, I figure you guys would enjoy seeing his little project. Next video we're gonna put out, we're gonna be working on